Hi everyone, I'm doing my May TBR before my April wrap-up. There is a reason for that, but you know, that's just the way my brain is going at the moment. These are the books I'm hoping to read over May. I'm being rather optimistic here, but I do have an awful lot of books out and about that really should be going back to libraries, or at least deciding if I want to keep them or not. So, in no particular order, Spellslinger. We've started reading this, that's my husband and I. We're over halfway through now, so we'll finish this in May. It's a very good fantasy YA series told from a first person point of view, but our lead character, Kellen, is quite a sort of sarcastic character, so I quite like hearing his voice. He's got a very interesting outlook on life. I didn't know much about this when I picked it up, so I'm not going to spoil it for you. But needless to say, if you like magic, outlandish characters, and a lot of secrets and lies as well in the world, give this a go. Really enjoyable. I have started The Golden Talk. This is book 2 in the saga of the Exiles by Julian May. As you can see, I'm not very far in, but I might get some more of this read over the weekend, so it depends if I finish this in April or this will be a finisher offer in May. See how I go. As it's a sequel to The Many-Coloured Land, I can't tell you much about this, but needless to say, if you like time travel, telepathy and telekinesis powers, aliens getting involved, politics, murder, mystery, sex, slavery, prejudice, all those kind of big things, please give this series a go. Flunked by Jen Calonia, I'm not sure. There you go. Anyway, I picked this up while I was in America and I haven't got around to reading it. It is the first book in the fairy tale reform school. Basically, all the naughty fairy tale characters get sent to this school with an aim to making them better people. And we follow Jilly, who's a good thief, and she gets sent to this school to basically sort herself out. I've heard good things about this series. I've actually got a friend on Twitter who's just been working her way through them all, and she gave this one 4 stars and the rest she gave 5 stars. She really enjoyed this series, so I have put this on my list as a light-hearted, younger reader story to break up some of the heavy books that I've got coming on this list. My mobile library had Queen of Hearts by Colleen Oakes. This is the first in the Wonderland series, but it's more of a prequel to how the Queen of Hearts came to be. I'm presuming there's going to be some good old politics in here because there tends to be now in Wonderland remakings. But this is set well before Alice. Interestingly, the Queen of Hearts in this story is called Dinah, which for anyone who remembers Alice in Wonderland was the name of Alice's cat. There's this little number, Zenith, by Sasha Ellsberg and Lindsay Cummings, that most of BookTube should have probably heard of by now. I've got this out of my library, I've renewed it already, and I haven't got around to reading it, but this is a sci-fi bounty hunter with a strong female lead. I'm looking forward to reading this and making my own opinions on this series. And finally, The City Stained Red by Sam Sykes. A big epic fantasy. This is book 1 in the series. I'm going to go with lots of blood, politics, and, well, the gods have failed you is its tagline. So, religion maybe, and war and bloodshed and more blood. So there we go. But it's a nice big fat book, this one. So this could be my challenge of the month. And as it's a TBR video, I ought to pick one of my books from my TBR jar. So here we go. I've got them scattered on the floor because I can't actually get my fingers in the jar anymore. So I'm picking one at random. Let's hope it's a good one. The School of Good and Evil. Where's that? There we go. The School for Good and Evil by... this person down here. I'm just not going to butcher names, it's not polite. Which is basically one witch, one princess, and nobody gets a happy ever after. There we go. So this is a young reader book. It's quite a heavy one. I wonder if it's more of a YA. But apparently this is quite a good series. I've picked it up last year, I think now, from the second-hand bookshop. So it's about time I gave it a go. So yeah. That's my TBR stack. Yay, me! Wish me luck, because obviously I will be having comics thrown in there and any other library books that I get. And I've also haven't counted all my library books. There are still books around the house that I've got out and not got around to reading yet. So wish me luck, because anything could happen. You want to show me your TBR for May? That would be really nice, really encouraging to know I'm not the only one out there with a huge pile of books to read. Please leave links, comments down below. If you want to know more about me, I do have a book blog. Link is in the description box, as is all my social media links. You can find me on Goodreads, Twitter and Instagram. Come and say hi, that'd be great. As always, thank you very much for watching and happy reading. Bye.